Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Tonight I wanted to do this dramatic makeup look for you guys for Thanksgiving, and I hope you guys like it. Please keep on watching to learn how to get this, and let's get started.
Peekaboo. Peekaboo. Seriously, I hate this part where you start off with no makeup. It's scary face. Okay, the first thing I'm going to use is the Make It Forever Step 1 in the Pore Minimizer, and I'm just going to apply it around my nose and a little bit on my forehead. And the first thing I'm going to do is conceal those under eye circles because they are legit strong. I just put them under my eyes, of course, and then I try to conceal any imperfections that I have, like around my mouth, because I have some purple veins. For foundation today, I'm going to be using the MAC Studio Fix N30, and I'm just going to apply it with the, the Tarte blush. I've been loving this brush for applying my foundation lately, well, ever since I got it. And I'm just buffing this all over my face, some on my eyes, again, to cover those discoloration. I'm going to jump right into my eyebrows, and I'm going to use the Anastasia Brow Wiz just to kind of shape my eyebrow a little bit, and then follow up with the Duo Powder in dark brown just to fill it in, and then use the clear brow gel from Anastasia just to set my eyebrows. Then for the base, I'm going to use the Soft Ochre Paint Pot from MAC, and I'm using this Up and Up brush from Target. I love Up and Up brushes from them. They're so soft. Woohoo! I finally got my Kat Von D Shade and Light eye palette. I'm going to be using the light bone color in the palette just to set my soft ochre all over the lid. Then I'm going to use this really pretty light orangey creamy color on my crease, and just kind of map out exactly where I'm going to be applying like that darker burnt orange. I'm going to be using the MAC 217, and I'm going to be grabbing that burnt orange, and I'm going to apply it right in my crease, and it doesn't matter if it gets on my lid because I'm going to be applying a darker shade on top of it. And I'm just taking my time, blending that back and forth, and just really trying to make it as dark as I want, and just again just concentrated right on the crease. I have really creasy eyelids, so I have to lift my eye a little bit to the lighter creamy color right above that orange, just right above my crease, just so it has like a gradient look. Then I'm going to grab this dark brown shade, and I'm going to apply it all over the lid, and just to try to really darken that lid, but it didn't really seem like it worked, so I went and grabbed the black color and started applying that all over the lid, and it did darken it a little bit more, but I was kind of surprised that it wasn't as pigmented as my Monarch palette, the dark black, or just like the black color, I mean. I have a detailed brush, and I'm going to grab that burnt orange again and just concentrated on the crease and trying to blend out so it's not as harsh, that black, if you notice. I went back to my MAC 217 just to try to blend it out a little bit more, that black brown that we applied for all over the lid. and went back to the black and just trying to clean it up a little bit more. You know, take your time doing this because there's such dark colors, and you don't want it to look a little too panda-ish. Then I went into the light color to apply it on my under my brow bone, just for that highlight and just clean up. Next, I'm going to move into my under eye concealer, and I'm really going to do, like I said, like a dramatic look, and I'm going to be highlighting, extra highlighting under my eyes, my forehead, my nose, again on my chin, around my lips, and just underneath my nose a little bit. And I feel like this concealer dries up pretty quick on me, so I like spraying a little bit of Fix Plus on this Real Techniques brush and just blending it out. I went back to my Tarte brush and just blend out the edges, and to set my under eyes I'm going to use this Start Smoothing Perfector that I got when I purchased my Tarte in Bloom eyeshadow palette. I received 2 little samples from them, and I didn't really like how it turned out. It literally looked like it just like stuck to my face, and it just have 2, if you can tell, 2 white lines literally right under my eyes, and it just sucked. I hated it. So I tried to fix it with my Shade and Light contour palette from the Kat Von D. Added some yellow, even added a little bit of that orange under eye highlight. Just try to basically mix all the light colors right under my eyes to try to fix and take that white powder off, because it was terrible. Next, I'm going to contour with my Hoola bronzer, and I'm going to be using this e.l.f. Angled Blush brush, and it's actually a pretty dense brush, and I think it's like perfect for contouring. Using the angled contour brush from e.l.f. to contour my nose with the same Benefit Hoola bronzer. Then I'm going to jump into the Sonia Kashu in the color Goddess. I use a really light, just little dab with my brush because it is super pigmented. I'm going to go back into my Shade and Eye palette from the Kat Von D, and I'm going to be grabbing the burnt orange and the brown, mixing them together with my e.l.f. Professional Eye Crease brush. I love this little detailed brush. And those 2 colors just in the outer corners on the bottom lash line, and then I'm going to grab my MAC 217 brush and grab that burnt orange and just focus that color in the inner other half of my bottom lash line. Go back into that light little orange and just blend it out right underneath all the colors. Then I'm going to jump into my Becca Opal highlighter, and I'm going to be using that for my inner corner highlight, and I did apply just like whatever was left over from my brush underneath my eyebrow bone. Then I'm going to use this MAC pigment that I got last year for Christmas. It's this really pretty copper shade. I think any copper shade, as long as you add some Fix Plus to it and it just, you know, really intensify the color, I think would work. Spray with Fix Plus, dip it into the pigment, and then spray it again with Fix Plus. And then I'm just applying this again in the inner corner half of my eye. Like a detailed flat brush and going back into that burnt orange and light orange in the Kat Von D palette, and then just applying it a little bit more on the outer corners of my bottom lash line. The black color and just focus it on the outer corner, just really close to my lash line, just to make it a little bit darker. Then I went in with a brown eyeliner and I used it on my waterline. Back to the black and sprayed some Fix Plus just to really try to intensify and make it darker, because I really want it to be super dark and intense on my lid. Then I'm going to go back into that burnt orange dark color with the angled soft brush. And I went to the other lighter color that goes right on top of the crease burnt orange color. Curl my lashes. Apply some mascara. Just cleaning out any fallout here that I have. I'm going to go back to my Opal Becca highlighter, and I'm going to use this e.l.f. crease brush, and I'm just going to apply it to the tops of my cheeks, the bridge of my nose, and my cupid's my cupid's bow. And then for cheeks, I'm just going to be applying very little bit of this Bellissima Kat Von D blush with my Tarte blush brush. Then I'm going to finish off applying the rest of my mascara. I'm going to finally jump into my lips and I'm going to be applying Myth by MAC, and on top of it Cherish by MAC. Those two together, I love using them. Last thing, of course, to set all your face, Fix Plus, and we are done.
So this is the final result. I hope you guys enjoyed it and hope you guys have a good Thanksgiving. Thank you so much for watching, and see you on my next one. Peace. These guns, look at these guns. This is so sexy. I am She-Hulk. Oh yeah. Welcome back to my channel, guys. Look at this dramatic makeup look. Whoa.